Český Krumlov, the enchanted heart of Bohemia. In the southern heart of the Czech Republic, cradled by the bends of the Vltava River, lies a town that feels untouched by time, Český Krumlov. It's a place where cobblestone streets whisper legends, castle towers pierce the mist, and every corner seems to hold a secret. To walk through this town is not just to explore a destination, it's to step into a fairy tale that never ended. When dawn breaks, the first light spills over the red-tiled rooftops like liquid gold. The castle looms above the town, silent yet watching, a sentinel that has seen centuries unfold. The river curves around the old town like a ribbon, mirroring the colors of the waking sky. Fishermen cast their lines, cafe owners sweep their doorsteps, and the scent of freshly baked bread mingles with the chill of morning fog. There's something otherworldly about mornings in Český Krumlov. The air feels sacred, heavy with stories. It's as if the town itself breathes, slowly, gently, remembering the footsteps of all who have wandered its narrow streets. Centuries ago, this town was the jewel of Bohemia, ruled by noble families whose legacies are carved into its stones. The Rosenbergs, the Eggenbergs, the Schwarzenbergs, their names echo through history. Their wealth built the grand Český Krumlov castle, a masterpiece of Renaissance and Baroque artistry. From its tower, the world below looks like a painted miniature, bridges arching gracefully, pastel houses clinging to the riverbanks, church spires reaching for the clouds. Inside the castle walls, time bends. The halls are adorned with frescoes that tell tales of power and passion. The Castle Theatre, one of the oldest Baroque theaters in Europe, still holds its secrets: wooden machinery, ancient curtains, and whispers of performances that once dazzled kings and queens. Step outside into the castle gardens and you'll find perfection sculpted in symmetry: fountains, statues, and the scent of blooming roses carried on the summer wind. But Český Krumlov isn't only about grandeur, it's about intimacy. The way light falls on a forgotten alley, the sound of footsteps echoing off stone, the laughter of strangers who become friends over a glass of Moravian wine. As day unfolds, the streets fill with color and life. Artists paint by the river, musicians play violins under archways, and travelers lose themselves in the labyrinth of medieval lanes. Every corner reveals a surprise: a hidden courtyard, an ancient door carved with symbols, a tiny bookshop where the dust of history seems to dance in the light. Locals say that Český Krumlov is best discovered slowly, with no map, no plan, just curiosity as your compass. Because this isn't a town you simply see, it's one you feel. The legends that linger. Every ancient town has its ghosts, and Český Krumlov wears its legends proudly. The most famous of all is the tale of the White Lady, the spirit of Perchta of Rosenberg, a noblewoman said to roam the castle halls in a white gown, her face serene yet sorrowful. They say she appears before great changes or tragedies, not to haunt, but to protect. Some nights, when the mist creeps low across the river and the moonlight kisses the castle walls, locals claim they've seen her, gliding silently through the corridors, her lantern flickering like a heartbeat in the dark. It's these whispers that make Český Krumlov feel alive, not just with beauty, but with memory. Every stone here remembers. Every bridge holds the weight of 1,000 steps, and every shadow tells a story if you listen closely enough. The rhythm of the river. The Vltava River is the town's soul. It winds and weaves like a living thing, shaping Český Krumlov's destiny for centuries. Watch the kayakers drift beneath the stone bridges, their laughter echoing off the water. Or stand at sunset, when the river reflects the amber light, turning everything it touches into gold. There's a peace in that reflection, a reminder that time, like water, always moves forward, but never forgets where it's been. Along the banks, cafes spill out with the sound of conversation and clinking glasses. Try a cup of hot honey wine as the cool air settles in, sweet, warm, comforting, much like the town itself. When night falls, as daylight fades, Český Krumlov transforms. The tourists depart, and the town exhales. Street lamps flicker on, casting a warm glow over the cobbles. The castle tower lights up, standing like a beacon in the night. This is when the town shows its true self: quiet, mysterious, and endlessly romantic. Walk across the Lazebny Bridge after dark, and you'll hear only the river's gentle murmur and the rustle of the wind through ivy-covered walls. Look up. The stars are brighter here, unobscured by city lights. It's easy to imagine you've stepped into another century. The scent of wood smoke drifts from chimneys, and music spills softly from taverns where locals gather over beer and laughter. There's no rush, no noise, only the rhythm of life as it was meant to be. A living work of art. Every inch of Český Krumlov feels like a painting brought to life. The pastel facades, the red roofs, the reflection of the castle in the river, it's perfection crafted by time. Artists from around the world come here to capture it. Yet even the best canvas can't quite hold its soul. In the heart of the old town stands the Church of St. Vitus, a Gothic masterpiece that rises gracefully above the rooftops. Step inside, and the light through stained glass fills the space with a kaleidoscope of color. The air smells faintly of candle wax and history, a reminder of faith's endurance through the centuries. And then there's Egon Schiele Art Centrum, named after the Austrian painter who once lived here. His bold, emotional works contrast beautifully with the town's calm exterior, proof that beneath Český Krumlov's fairytale facade beats a heart of raw human feeling. The essence of Bohemia. To understand Český Krumlov is to understand Bohemia itself, a land of artists, dreamers, and rebels. It's not just geography, it's a spirit. You feel it in the music of a violin drifting from a street corner, in the clink of a glass of plum brandy, in the laughter of strangers under lantern light. Here, time doesn't vanish, it layers. Medieval, Renaissance, Baroque, all coexisting, all breathing the same air. And though the town attracts millions, it still feels personal, as if it's waiting for you alone. Perhaps it's the way the river curves protectively around it, or how the castle watches over from above. There's something intimate here, something deeply human. A winter dream. In winter, Český Krumlov becomes pure magic. Snow dusts the rooftops, the castle glows in soft white, and the river turns into a mirror of frozen light.